comic books have taught me more than the American school system. That's a fucking fact. Just think about all the fucking bullshit that I fucking I wasted my time on throughout life. I'm reading The Great Gatsby, which I have no fucking idea what the fuck that was about. Reading Cien Años de Soledad, originally written in Spanish, about 100 Years of Solitude. What other shit that I read? I was like, what the fuck is this Mickey Mouse bullshit? I'll think about that fucking bullshit. If anything, I probably learned more from reading Indian in the Cupboard a lot more than fucking the classical novels, because I don't know why, it's just me. I never saw the how shit like that would like how The Great Gatsby or Cien Años de Soledad, 100 Years of Solitude would have any significance or application to my life, and it still hasn't. And having comic books in a dictionary, that's good enough for me. But when I remember one of the times when I saw the drawing of fucking Robin dead when the Joker killed him, and how Robin's mom betrayed him and set him up, and how Batman's too late. When I thought of that, I thought, fuck, man, good guys can die. Sometimes the superhero is not fast enough. He's late. You know, you underestimate your enemy. People can die. People will want to kill you, even for doing good, because in their eyes, doing bad is proper, right, correct, just. And that shit I didn't learn from The Great Gatsby or the house on Mango Street. Fucking house on Mango Street. Who gives a fuck about Mango Street? And if you're a fucking kid watching this, man, someone probably tell you, you know, he cusses a lot. You know, he's real bad. He's real mean. That's the world. That's the world, little homie. That's the world. You want to know how I've been able to go city to city with 0 contacts? First visit. And make a buck? By being genuine, being open-minded, being careful. And there are people that will tell you, no, you know, it's not all like that, you know. You just gotta have a big heart and do your best. Nope. Fuck you. How about your best? Most of you motherfuckers' best sucks. There was a time when I was doing my best at drawing, and I didn't have the fans, the likes, the comments, the shares, the sales that I have now. What changed? I'm still doing in the past I was doing my best, but now I look at myself and I ask, how can I become more? Because the moment that you feel that you know it all, oh, I got this, I know this, no. Fuck no. Even me drawing right now at this moment, I'm still maybe I'm an advanced student. Maybe if I think of myself highly, an advanced student of drawing, and I'm comfortable with that because how much more can I learn from drawing, painting, airbrushing, perspective, dynamic lighting, just more refreshing perspectives. So much. And comic books help me with that, because also looking at the drawings in comic books or the comic novels like The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight, the one written by Alan Moore, and just I thought, man, there's another way of drawing. Wow, what's this called? You know, thinking, not knowing that it's style. It's the artist style, the illustrator style, and seeing just all the warm and fuzzy fucking kids books. I like the art from what's that book called? The one that became a movie. Where all the wonderful things are, where all the wonderful things are, or I want those big, huge, fuzzy animals, monsters, and with the kid in the pajamas, with the crown, where all the wild things are, I believe, something like that. But I've learned more from just drawings that are like that. People's own perspective on what life is, on what creativity is, on what their world is. But we all learn in different ways. No, I'm not fucking telling you that if you're in the fucking seventh grade dropout. No, don't do that. Don't. You know, put up and read that stupid ass fucking books. I guess if you really want to be a smart ass, ask the teacher, what's the significance of this story? How can I apply this later on to my life? What makes the story better than other stories? And I think when you ask something like that, the teacher will give you some bullshit answer like, well, you know, it shows the perspective of the Latino movement in the streets of the barrio and how much can do da 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 da. Trying to think here who it was, which comic book it was. Guy who you know, there's Jack Kirby, Ditko, Bob Kane, another dude. Eisner, I believe. I think it's William Eisner, I believe. But seeing the struggle, even to the point that comic books were thought to be acts of communism, communist propaganda, and they still push forward with it to create these billion-dollar corporate giants now. Yeah, but I think if kids knew that, and how many kids would go home, stay in their garage with their best friend or best friends, and start drawing up their own comic book, their own stories about their fucking fucked up neighborhoods, like the ones that are Democratic, run by Democrats, like Los Angeles or Chicago. I mean, Chirac. Reporting on the gun violence there. Why not? Why not? And seeing it from the kids' point of view, these kids are smart motherfuckers. They know what's going on. And they're genuine, unless the fucking parents are pansies and tell them that's not a nice thing for you to say. Did you know that, little Timmy, little KK, little tweet tweet? Aaron, come on, Aaron, Jake Quillen. You have to check out Key and Peele to see the reference of that comment. But yeah, imagine if kids wrote about a superhero that took them out on the weekends because the dad isn't there, because of being raised by a single parent. And the kid says, and the kid tells the story of this is what it's like to be in a single parent household. This is what it's like without having any brothers. This is what it's like to live without any sisters. How I wanted a brother. How I would like to have a front yard. How I would like to own a dog. How I would like to own a cat. How I would like to own a hamster. And how these superheroes somehow provide this or that, or fill in that void. No, but no, you know what, son? Read the Greek Gatsby. Whatever the fuck that shit's about. Because I think when kids are able to observe reality, speak about it, and not to shut up about it, say no, you don't talk about that. It makes you uncool, makes it uncomfortable. No, don't talk about that. Come on, let's talk about Frozen. Let's talk about Maleficent. Stefan Molyneux made a great breakdown of Frozen and Maleficent, the toxicity behind those movies. But overall, whatever the fuck your fucking goal in life is, go for it. Go for it, man. Can you imagine if Bob Kane, Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, William Eisner, and other people would have not created those comic books? What sort of limited imagination would I have? And if your product or service is premium, and you deep down inside you know that it can crush the competition, imagine how much guys like that want you not to go into the market. Or like, no, that is my market. I'm numero uno. I'm the head honcho. We don't need you. You can't do it. And I think when, like right now, that I'm paying attention to detail. I'm not too focused really too much on the various channels of making an income out of this print or out of this piece. I think when I focus on the product or the service, making it of the best quality to my ability, to my capability, I think all those other things will fall in place. To remain disciplined and focused to make that happen. Again, thinking about all those amazing comic book writers that overcame hardship. Even if you look at George R.R. Martin, the writer of Game of Thrones, what if he would have quit when he had no line for his books, no line of customers, and all these bitches and fools on his dick? Don't quit. Express your creativity, capitalize on it, make it happen, no excuses, go forward. Shut up and hurry the fuck